QB and lead receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press him and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to land.
Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. Puts it on in midfield. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Got a little press. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had...
And he'll hold it and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. And there was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, they made a statement.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. And it'll be a touchback ball from the 25-yard line. So Florida's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. Jesse, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup. It's going to go on until there's zeros on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. 2 guys we know are going to play at the next level. I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season.
And you want to run the football, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Encroachment, defense.
Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. That penalty's the last thing this defense needed. Now it's 2nd and 4. Trying to move them on the counter. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off-play action on first down. On the run, fires downfield. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass. Backed up now here, 2nd and long. That's caught. It's Singleton.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind. Nice job.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets it to the 48-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Gators kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. The play action fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for the squad.
Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Oh, better look out. Oh, he's got some space. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Past the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Rebels.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And he'll just take it in. This drive will start at the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. Runs through the tackle. And the 35 is loose. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Line gets set, first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Might as well give it to him again. He's got room. Down enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play call. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, building tempo.
And the Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. That false start might prove to be really costly as now they come to the line with a 2nd and 6. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. He'll try to get to the marker himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stepping him at the line of scrimmage?
That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the corner. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Haas. Uses a nifty move to work his way to the 24.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
There's a crease. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Ground game really important. Let's take a look at how these running down marker. He's a yard short. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Rebels have their offense in high gear. On the ground with the counter. Inside the 40. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Touchdown, Rebels. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
All game long, this guy's been putting his toolbox on display. He's got speed, he's got wiggle, he's got vision. That's another long touchdown run, David. And he made no bones about it earlier in the season. He said, I want to win the Doak Walker Award. He's putting up numbers today that are going to help him do that.
Yeah, this will go a long way. Already over 100. Now add this big, long touchdown run. The defense better find some answers because I'm just going to keep giving it to them over and over again until they solve the problem.
And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. And it'll be a touchback. 25-yard line. Here comes Gaines' offense, ready to go on the attack. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that. They just got to be able to dial those plays out. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one, make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
That, friends, is a busted play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
Wide, 53, wide in the end.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Dumps it to the back. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Now facing a 3rd and long.
Wide, 80, wide, 80. Move. Straight on the end.
From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He's got great speed. Busts through behind his pads. Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Running inside. It's Lacey. At the 45 on his way. Flying down the right side. Touchdown, Rebels. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game and 19 on the season.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, the score is 28-6. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. 1 snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. And he'll just take the lead. This drive will start at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to the line. They've had a couple of drives bogged down, had to settle for field goals, and now they'll try to get it in the end zone this time. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Solid pick up of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Back to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play. Instead, they're looking at a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Catches it cleanly at the 20. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. Finds his man. It's Lacey. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. The run inside. It's Lacey. Fighting off the defender. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Trying play action. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Offense changing the play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got his man on the right. Caught, and he's got room. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Going to the run, it's Lacey. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. They'll run the option. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout at 2nd. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a touchdown Rebels. Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Gators in the hurry up.
That's a great sign for this offense, man. Everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole.
Makes a grab on the run. Offense on the move. Big play there. Gets it to the 30. The Gators peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line.
5:29. Go.
got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. So now on 4th down, they'll try to salvage a 3 and just get points before halftime. And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. Are forced to settle for 3.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. Crosses to 40. Oh, the quick spin move. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye of that old Gator head, let's check in with Kevin Connors at the head.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. Got a lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We begin with a look at Wisconsin taking on the number 11 team, the Penn State Nittany Lions. And it's the Badgers coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. They win their 2nd straight game and talk about doing it in style. That margin of victory is a head-turner. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC. Now over to your game inside the swamp. What a first half for that superstar back. He's already over 100 yards today, and he's done it with tough physical running, but also elusive speed. And that combination has his team 2 quarters away from a nice win. With that said, let's send it back to our guys and all those jumping hands there in the swamp.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Rebels will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll just take the lead. This drive will start at the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Huge deficit to start this 3rd quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, is everything matter and hinge on this, because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Under fire. Fires downfield. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Slips through the line. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Rebels offense is back on the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. After that huge play right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. They'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal.
139 Albatross.
From the gun on 3rd down. Zings it complete to the right. They'll make the stop about Rebels will try to move the sticks on 4th down. Now on the option. The pitch. Touchdown, Rebels! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they tacked on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And it'll be a touchback down to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. They punted away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll run the RPO and point. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Grabbed behind the line. It's Mays. Turning it on. Taken out of bounds after a good there. He's striking distance out to 37. That last big play has them in position to threaten here. 1st and 10 from the 37. Here's a get the ball. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Lost the fire on 2nd down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And, man, that's frustrating for an offense. You got a little something going. You had a little bit of momentum, but they've got to do a better job of protecting their guy, keeping him upright, letting him go make some plays for this offense. That's the only way he's going to get hot. They got to give him more time.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's open on the right. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. Holly Rowe has an update.
Checking in from the Ole Miss sideline. There is so much enthusiasm on the sideline right now. This running back has been brilliant today. Over 200 yards rushing, and he continues to run strong. The coaches told us he gets stronger as the game goes on. We'll see how much longer they keep him out there. With a big lead, he has been brilliant so far today. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Lacey. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Got his man downfield. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. Finding an escape route.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback, somebody has to have the pitch, and most importantly, when you get there, you...
Finding some room. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Always great to build momentum with an early season victory. Let's take a look at what's in store coming up next week. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
Dumps it off in the flats. And they knock him down in the backfield. Outstanding play by the defense. 3rd and goal where you separate the wheat from the chaff. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover.
Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they take it in for 6 more points. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And he makes the extra point. And he'll just take the knee. This drive will start at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the ring. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Montgomery. And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Under fire. And it's a sack.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. You just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
Hey, it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Running inside. It's Lacey. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Rebels look to keep this drive humming. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Rides to the back. Dragged down right at the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of 1st downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Now on the counter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Shakes off the defender. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that Complete out of the backfield. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. And the Rebels go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking to pass inside the red zone. It's caught. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
That's an impressive touchdown there, considering the plays this defense, particularly the secondary, has already made against him. And we knew this quarterback was going to come into this one, David, and be aggressive. There aren't many people who really scare him, and the defense has made him pay. A couple bad decisions, a couple great plays on the back end, one-on-one. But this guy's still taking the shots. He's not backing down. He's got his offense back on the board.
I think that's the most impressive part. He made some mistakes, and a lot of times you see people that they go in a shell, right? They make mistakes. They can't rebound. They can't find the answers to continue to keep making plays. Make the next play. Make the next play. Now down the stretch to give your team the lead, man. I'm so impressed with the way he's handled adversity and bounced back from some mistakes.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Short pickup of 4 on first down, giving them a 2nd and 6.
53.
They'll move the wide receiver. Jones to throw. Gets it out fast. And they pick up just a few on that completion. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today. And I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took